We've got two main players in this to start out, eBay and Amazon. How do you decide? Of course, I guess because I know eBay and it seems to have a little less rules in taking pictures is what I think of. That's when I checked in last. I often will recommend it. So how do you decide to go to eBay, Amazon for a new business?
I tend to look at going to eBay if we have things that are used, if maybe the packaging isn't perfect, if it's something that is restricted for sale on Amazon, because Amazon does have more selling restrictions as to what you can put up and what you can't. Most of the new things that we sell would go on to Amazon. Amazon tends to have a higher selling price, so we're able to make more money if we're moving it there. But one of the things that was really exciting is that with Amazon's fulfillment program, you can actually use Amazon to fulfill orders that are sold on eBay. So I can list the item on both places, and if I sell it on eBay, I can actually have Amazon ship it to my eBay customer.
Oh, interesting. So they have that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And it also, I know people that, may have a product of their own that they want to sell, and they may put it on their own website, put it on eBay, put it on Rakuten, any Sears.com, any of the marketplaces, and get the inventory out of their warehouse, their store, their home, wherever they have it, and have Amazon handle the fulfillment issues.
Wow, that's fantastic. Is there a minimum you need to spend to start working on Amazon if you're starting out? I know eBay, you kind of set up an account, you can get something out. I know the requirement of taking the pictures right now aren't real stiff. Yeah. And but I think Amazon holds a little higher standard. What is that beginning entry point?
Well, it depends on the items. If you're selling something that's already listed on Amazon, unlike eBay, you just jump on the listing that's already there.
I see.
So whereas there may be, say, a toy fire truck, a Tonka 8-inch fire truck. On eBay, every seller is going to have a Tonka 8-inch fire truck listing. Mm-hmm. On Amazon, there should only be one, but then the multiple sellers that are selling it will be on there. So if you're selling something that's already on there, you don't even have to create the listing. But if you have your own products, yes, you do have to make the listing. The photo requirements are a bit more stringent, but once you have it up there, it's not a huge amount of work to do it.
Now, you have your own little mini studio in the house. Is that right, for taking pictures to get your own products up?
Yeah, we have our photo cube, and I actually, with getting the white background out, which is something you and I have gone back and forth for a long time, I have a virtual assistant that does a lot of my back office work and stuff that's in the Philippines, and she's really good at taking and making the background all white. So now I just send the picture to her and she deals with it.
I see. Got it. Right. It meets the requirements. So that's one of the things. They want a pure white background. I think it has the exact number. It's like
255.
What is it? 255?
I think it's, yeah. And
that number several times.
Yeah, that number several times. But really what you do is you have the picture and you use a program that adds that pure white background to everything that isn't the product.
Right. There's software that will do it, and you can get someone to do it, or you can work with get the lighting right, which is more complicated in the studio to get it so that exposure compensation and backlight will get it. But sounds like you got a system that works fine, and you just make sure you get a good picture of the item, and she makes it white in background, right?
And as long as we don't have the distraction in the background, it's very easy to, so we still use the photo cube to get the lighting and everything right, but then we go ahead and send it to her. But somebody doesn't have to have that elaborate of a setup. That's something we developed over time. It's a little harder to get the picture right without one, but it can be done.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, on eBay or Amazon, they now have these kits that are amazingly low cost for a nice, good-sized globe.
Yep.
Get a bunch of lights around it, and you can get. I'm sure they say the resolution, but you don't have to have a $2,000 camera to take the picture.
A lot of people find that their iPhone cameras do pretty well with it.
Now, when it comes to I'm just contrasting to eBay, since you kind of started on that and moved over, and this is a great opportunity. You have individual listings on eBay, and then you have stores. And on Amazon, the analogy would be tagging on to something that's already selling. That's the easiest barrier to entry. And then the next is making your own product, an item, right? You're listing it completely, and you need to meet the photo specs and other information on it. Is that correct?
That's correct. There's certain information about the product that needs to be put in.
And on Amazon, do you have a minimum order or a minimum monthly rate generally that will work to get going?
Well, to get going, you can sell one item, you can sell no items. But if you're serious about really getting started, you would start with the professional selling plan, which is $39.99 a month. And once you get to the point where you're selling 40 items a month or more, that actually pays for itself in the reduced fees. But there are other things that you get by having that professional selling plan that just make the process easier. But you don't have to start out there. I think Amazon at one time was at least offering the first month free. So if somebody got in, they wanted to try their hand at that, then they would be able to set up, the first month, see what it takes to get the sales going, and then not even have to pay for it for a month. And they do run that periodically, I believe.